I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to hold her hand while it was still warm for the last time. Nahuli kami ng kuya ko. Hindi kami umabot. Hindi lahat ng LSS masaya. Minsan, ito yung mga kwentong paulit-ulit na bumabalik sa ating isipan. Yung hindi mo pa rin kayang bitawan o kalimutan. May bagay ka bang hindi mo masabi? Isulat mo na yan. Basahin natin. This is Liham Santi Sessions. With me, John Santos. Cherish time with your loved ones before it's too late. Dahil walang kasiguraduhan ng bukas. Hindi mo akalaing yun na pala yung huling yakap, huling dalaw, huling pagkakataon. Hindi dahil hindi mo ipinakita ang pagmamahal mo, kundi dahil akala mo may oras ka pa. Kaya pag bigla silang nawala, bitbit mo, hindi lang ang sakit, kundi ang mga salitang hindi mo nasabi. Before we begin, take a moment to breathe with me. Nagbabalik ang Liham Santi Sessions at nais ko lang muna magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga nakikinig, sumusubaybay at sumusuporta sa bawat kwento. This show wouldn't be possible without all of you. Kaya please, huwag niyo kalimutan mag-follow at mag-subscribe sa official social media pages natin. Makikita ang links sa description box. Ngayong gabi, basahin natin ang isang liham na punong-puno ng pagmamahal at pangungulila. Isang paalala kung gaano kaikli ang panahon natin kasama ang mga mahal natin sa buhay. Tara, samahan mo akong damhin ang bawat salita mula sa liham ng isang anonymous sender. Dear John, I'm writing this letter with the heaviest heart and tears clouding my eyes. Ang sakit. Sobrang sakit. There's so much pain inside me right now. And if it's okay, I want to take this moment to talk about two people who shaped my life. My grandparents. Especially my Lola. John, I grew up in a broken family. My parents had kids at a very young age. My mom was only 19 and Papa was 22. At that age, they were still figuring life out. And sadly, they couldn't figure it out together. They separated just before I turned 3. Kahit anong pilit ko, I have no memory of us being a complete family. Walang family picture na buo kami. Walang alaala ng sabay na kainan o simpleng bakasyon. The kind of memories most kids take for granted, those were never mine to begin with. But what I do remember, and what I will always carry in my heart, is how my lolo and lola stepped in when our parents couldn't. They didn't have to, but they did. They chose to raise me and my kuya with the love and care we were missing. Tandang-tanda ko pa how they would hold our hands on the first day of school. My lolo carried me when I had bulutong and tigdas because I was too weak to walk. He didn't want me to cry, so he carried me like I was the most precious thing in the world. And my lola, on the other hand, she understood me like no one else. Kahit ang arte ko sa pagkain, she never forced me to eat anything I didn't like. Instead, she asked, "Anong gusto mong kainin na po?" And she'd cook that with so much love. I remember how she would buy me jewelry with sapphire stones because that's my birthstone. To other people, they might seem like small things, but to me, they were everything. They made me feel seen. They made me feel special. Sadly, I didn't have much time with my lolo. He passed away when I was 6, on the same day as my prep graduation. That loss was painful, but I was too young to understand the full weight of it. Pero si Lola, she stayed with me much longer. She saw me grow up. And now that she's gone, I honestly don't know how to live in a world where she no longer exists. Sanay ako sa buhay na may lola. Sanay ako na kahit hindi ako paborito ng mga magulang ko, ayos lang. Kasi alam kong paborito ako ng lola ko. Tuwing dadalaw kami, iiyak siya sa tuwa. At tuwing paalis na kami, iiyak ulit siya. She cried easily, just like me. I guess that's where I got it. The last time I saw her, she told me, Apo, kapag hindi naman kayo busy, dalaw-dalawin niyo naman ako. She was living in Laguna and we were already in Cavite. I never thought that would be the last time I'd hear her voice. The next time I saw her, she was already in the ER. Lifeless. I didn't get to say goodbye. I didn't get to hold her hand while it was still warm for the last time. Nahuli kami ng kuya ko. Hindi kami umabot. That moment, that regret, it plays over and over in my head, and it hurts so much. I carry so much sadness in my heart. So many what ifs. Just so many regrets. Sana, mas madalas ko siyang nadalaw. Sana, naipadama ko how grateful I am for everything. For everything that she did. For every little act of love she showed me while growing up. John, right now, this grief feels like too much. It's overwhelming. But I wrote this because I needed to let it out. I needed someone to know how deeply she loved me and how deeply I loved her. And maybe, just maybe, in writing this, I can begin to find a little peace in the middle of this pain. Maraming salamat for reading this. To our anonymous letter sender, first of all, thank you for sharing your heart. Ramdam na ramdam ko yung bigat na pinagdadaanan mo, and I want you to know, hindi ka nag-iisa sa lungkot na ito. Grief is never easy. Lalo na kapag ang nawala ay taong naging sandigan, gabay, at tunay na tahanan sa puso mo. Your lolo and lola may not have been your parents, pero sila yung nagbigay sa'yo ng pagmamahal ng buo. Walang kapalit. Walang kondisyon. Yung mga alaalang iniwan nila, paghawak ng kamay sa unang araw ng klase, pagluto ng paborito mong pagkain, pagbuhat sa'yo nung mahina ka. Hindi lang basta-basta memorya yan. These are imprints of love na hindi kailanman mabubura. Totoo, mahirap tanggapin na wala ka ng lola na sasalubong sa'yo with tears of joy. Mahirap gumising sa mundong hindi mo na maririnig ang boses niya. Pero tandaan mo rin to. Love like hers never really leaves. Nasa sayo pa rin siya. Sa bawat galaw mo, sa bawat iyak mo, sa bawat yakap na ibibigay mo sa mga taong mahal mo. Yung mga sana at what if, na binibitbit mo ngayon, normal yan sa pagmamahal. Pero huwag mong kalimutan, your lola already knew. Kita niya ang pasasalamat at pagmamahal mo sa kanya, even without words. And her tears, every time you arrived, and every time you left, were proof. Proof na ramdam niya na mahal mo siya. I've been telling this many times, grief will never or will change over time. Sa ngayon, it feels like too much. Pero, darating ang araw na yung sakit magiging alaala ng pagmamahal. Instead of pain, you will feel gratitude. Gratitude na binigyan ka ng Diyos na isang lola na naging paborito ka. Minahal ka. At ginawang buo kahit galing ka sa sirang pamilya. So, one last request lang. Don't rush your healing. Allow yourself to cry. Cry. Allow yourself to miss her. Okay lang yan. Pero live in a way that honors her. By being kind, by loving fully, by carrying forward the warmth she gave you. That way, she never really leaves. Your lola may be gone physically, pero alam ko, sa puso mo, she will always be home. Maraming salamat sa pakikinig. May kwento ka rin ba na hanggang ngayon na hindi mo pa rin mabitawan? Sulat mo na yan at isend sa link na nasa description ng episode na to. Malay mo, yan ang susunod nating babasahin. Dahil lahat ng liham na may puso ay welcome dito. Gusto mo rin ba ng kasama sa healing journey mo? Be part of our LSS community. Follow Liham Senti Sessions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify para lagi kang updated sa mga bagong episodes. Muli, ako si John Santos at ito ang safe space mo. Liham Senti Sessions.